bronzing drops. There are so many more on the market. Let me explain to you each one sold at Sephora to help you decide which one's for you. Starting with the newest ones first, this is the Isle of Paradise Sunny Serum. It's $24 for 1 fluid ounce, and I understand why it sold out immediately. This is the most pigmented bronzing drop sold at Sephora. At first it's pretty intense, but as it dries down, it does calm down in intensity, but it has a really nice, pretty natural radiant finish that I kind of want to take down the body because it does do a good job of mimicking a spray tan. It does have 3 key skincare ingredients, that being niacinamide, which helps with the tone and texture, jojoba oil, which helps with soothing redness, and it's going to have squalene that's going to help hydrate. I would definitely check these out. Iconic London just launched theirs, the Instant Sunshine Drops. They're $28 for 0.43 ounces. This one is also pretty pigmented. It does have a gold metallic finish to it, which you can kind of see in the picture. So if you're into a deeper bronze that has that type of finish, this one would be for you. It doesn't have too much skincare added to it. It just has some flower extracts that help with calming the skin. So if you like this type of finish and you want that pigment, check these out. The Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hue Drops. These bronzing drops have the most amount in them, being 1.35 fluid ounces for $35. If you love the original niacinamide serum, you're gonna love this. It's the exact same formula. I would reach for this more like a skincare product over a bronzing drops product just because of the formula. It is very wet and gel-like. It leaves your skin looking really wet and glowy and hydrated. The bronze aspect to it is more of a buildable formula, meaning the more you add, the bronzier it gets. And I don't know if I want to keep adding more to achieve a bronze that I'm looking for just because of the formula. This is a skincare product. It is a serum. So if you love the original and you just want that color to it, I would definitely check these out. Tarte recently came out with the Key Largo Glow Bronzing Drops. It's 1.18 ounces for $35. This is also one of the more pigmented options at Sephora. It is really nice and easy to blend on the skin, but it does have a more metallic finish. It doesn't have as much skincare packed into it as some of the other options. It really just has some squalene that helps with smoothing and hydrating the skin. So if you want a pigmented metallic finish, I would check these out. In Beauty has their bronze face glaze. It's 0.85 ounces for $27, and I would say this is the closest to the Drunk Elephant debronzing drops. In terms of the shade, it's about the same. It's also pretty sheer, but this formula is really thick, almost like a lotion, so it feels really nice and moisturizing on the skin. It does have squalene, helps with hydration, ceramides that helps with the moisture level on your skin barrier, and hyaluronic acid, which retains water on the skin. So if you want a nice thick moisturizing formula that's very similar to the Drunk Elephant for less, I would check these out. I decided to include the shade of Fenty Beauty's Glow Enhancer. It is 1.22 ounces for $34. It has a very similar texture to the Glow Recipe Hue Drops. The only thing is that it has a quicker dry down. It doesn't have as much of a buildable formula. It is the sheerest out of all the bronzing drops. This one also has more of a shimmery finish to it. It does have squalene that's going to help with hydration. So if you're looking for the most natural, sheerest option, I would look for this one. I never see anyone talk about Tan Luxe's Super Gloss SPF 30 bronzing drops. It is the most expensive option, $49 for 1 fluid ounce. It's about middle of the road in terms of the pigment level, but it shears down unlike any other bronzing drop. It can really wear super natural. If you're into that dropper, this one's going to be the one for you. It does have chemical SPF 30, hyaluronic acid that retains water on the skin, and squalene that helps with hydrating the skin. This one also has more of a radiant, almost glittery finish. So if you're into that, it's not that glittery. It's not that glittery, but it does have a little bit of sparkle. So if you're into that, Tan Luxe is your girl. I did decide to add this one last minute. This is Supergoop's Glow Screen, technically the highest amount at 1.7 ounces for $38. This is sunscreen, and I do believe, in my opinion, that it has a little bit of coverage to it. It will leave you looking nice and really glowy. It has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and peptides, but it's chemical SPF 40. It's more of a thicker formula, so if you're really wanting to knock out your SPF with a little bit of a bronze, I would check this out. It's the OG, the one that started it all. Drunk Elephant's debronzing drops. I love these. This is your original. This is what started the trend. This is gonna be one of the more sheerer formulas. It does have a lighter shade of bronze to it, but what really draws me into it is the anti-aging properties and skincare benefits of the debronzing drops. It's gonna help with fine lines. It's gonna help with hydrating and moisturizing the skin. This one is going to be your good everyday natural product. If you do want more of a tan or bronze from your bronzing drops, I would pass on these, but the formula is really good, one of my favorites. Since I am of the generous type, let me demo how I like to use bronzing drops. For me personally, I love to mix them in my tinted SPF. This is the Bubble SPF. I'll go ahead and add about 2 finger lengths worth on the palm of my hand. Shake up my bronzing drops and do about that much. Mix it all together and apply, making sure to bring it down the neck. And this is the final result. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments which bronzing drops are catching your eye.